All right, hello Ezekiel. Hey, welcome back.
Thank
It's
you.
good to see you again. Hope everything that we worked on went good between you and your sister and you driving your car, her driving your car and stuff like that. Everything worked out?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
All right. Hey, so now I just want to welcome you back again. We're going to talk about some, I guess you're having some issues deciding what you want to do as far as college, or you wanting to join the military possibly, or you just taking some pilot lessons. All right. Well, before we get started, like I said, what's said in this session, it's completely confidential. I won't share any information with you to anybody else. If I need to get some support for some of my superiors or some outside sources, I will totally let you know, and you can let me know if I'm allowed to do that or not.
Okay.
Okay? And if at any time I know your parents are outside waiting for you, you want your parents to come in this on this session, they're more than welcome to. All right? Also, this session is being recorded. It's just to help me understand you better and help me be able to help you out and be able to provide you with the resources needed, whatever resources that you feel that you need. Okay? All right. So tell me. So what's going on?
Well, just graduated in May, starting to work now at Home Depot, and trying to figure out what's next.
Okay. So you're working at Home Depot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How you liking that?
That's good.
It's good.
Yep.
All right. And so you're trying to decide what's next as far as.
Either college or, yeah, basically college, and then what I want to major and minor in.
Okay. So, so you're going to go to college? Okay. So what colleges are you looking at?
I'm waiting to be accepted at GCU, and then as well as a college here in Georgia, Tacoma Falls.
Okay. And you don't. Yeah. So you're looking to go to college at GCU. What is GCU?
Grand Canyon
Grand Canyon University. Where's that at?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh wow, that's a long ways away. And you said Tacoma Falls right here in Georgia, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And those are Christian universities?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are you wanting to study? You say you're not sure what you want to major or minor in. What are your interests?
Either worship, worship arts, or like pilots, like work to get my pilot's license, become a pilot.
Okay. So, you said worship arts, as in music, studying music. Okay, and then you also said wanted to be a pilot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, in reference to worship arts, why would you want to study music?
Because I've always been around music, and I just enjoy music, and it just helps me get my mind off things, as well as I used to play guitar at one of my churches. I used to play guitar at church, and then just kind of fell in love with the fact being on stage, worshiping God and all, and just with other believers and just playing guitar.
Okay. Well, you mentioned something. We said that you like music to get your mind off things. So, like, what kind of things do you want to get your mind off of?
Just like whenever I'm struggling with something, just kind of turn to music, or just help me relax, really.
Okay. So, I hear you saying that you just when you're struggling with, you just have some things going on. You just need a chance to relax and clear your mind. You're trying to listen to some music to help ease you. What kind of music do you listen to?
Mainly Christian rap, and then there's contemporary music.
So Christian rap and contemporary Christian. What does it do for you?
Honestly, it kind of like it speaks through me. Like it feels like there's some really good artists out there, and like just hearing Christian rap, I could like some of the stuff is like real, like what they're going through, and so it kind of helps me some of the words they say come through the Bible, and it just feels like God's trying to tell me something sometimes, and then basically that's basically it.
So I hear you say this in summary of that you feel that God is speaking to you through the music. Okay. All right. And then let's talk about you being a pilot. All right. So you talked about going to college. You know that you want to study worship arts. You've always been around music. Helps you get mind off things, and you feel that God speaks to you through music. All right. And so, with you wanting to study worship arts, what do you plan to do with that music then when you study that?
With music?
Yeah, because you say you want to possibly study worship arts. I'm just trying to understand, like you study worship arts, and what would be your plan?
Plan would be to become a worship pastor, and basically just become a worship pastor.
Okay, so worship pastor to lead music in church.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what do you feel do you feel like that is your calling? What do you think about that?
I do feel like I'm not quite sure if it's a calling or not, but I've always felt like God's always brought me people who like been involved with church and worship pastors, and like I said before, how I've played on stage before, so I've got the chance to experience what they do, but just basically a minority of them. So that's why I feel like being a worship pastor, being called to lead worship.
I honestly feel like you're being called worship because you learned how to play the guitar. You've played in your church. You played on stage. You've always been around music in some way, shape, or form. So you feel like, hey, that's something that you love to do. It's a passion for you. You know, so you feel like, hey, I want to be a worship pastor. Okay. Well, that's great. That's really great. All right. Well, let's talk about being a pilot. So, my first question would be, does Grand Canyon University or Toccoa Falls, do they offer a chance for your an aeronautics degree?
No, they do not.
Okay, so you probably have to explore a different avenue of approach in order to proceed being a pilot.
Right.
So, so talking about being a pilot, where did this come from?
Well, with my dad being in the military and on flying all the time, every few years, I've always just loved planes ever since I was little, and I've always told people that I wanted to become a pilot.
Okay. So you just want to be what kind of pilot do you want to be? You want to be like an airline pilot or?
Airline.
Okay. All right. Have you done anything like looked at planes, went to some airports, anything like that, and talked to people about being a pilot?
I've talked to a few people over the years about being a pilot and whatnot, and they like it, and it's pretty cool.
What was one of your biggest takeaways from talking to somebody about being a pilot?
The biggest takeaway was that you get to see, not coming from someone, but my takeaway of becoming a pilot is especially when you have to travel at night and you just get to see the world at night, or the states or whatever, wherever you're flying at night with all the lights and you're 30,000 feet up high and you're looking down at the lights and seeing all the wonders.
Okay. All right. So what would be one of the things that stops you from being a pilot then?
Honestly, I don't think there really could be a way to stop me unless I don't think there really is a way you can stop me.
Okay, so there's nothing that can stop you from being a pilot.
Right.
What would stop you from being a worship pastor?
They're really, well, if I can't get my degree or if I don't feel like that's where God's calling me.
Okay, so if you feel like it's not a degree or feel like where God's calling you.
Right.
Okay. How is your relationship with God? Do you have a strong relationship with God?
Like all believers, I believe, we all have our struggles, and so I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I say mine's about a 3 or 4.
Your relationship with God is about 3 or 4? All right. Okay. Do you talk to him and stuff and you ask him to guide you?
Sometimes, not as often as I should.
Okay. All right. So I also was told through previous stuff that you maybe even wanting to join the military, a possibility, or what is going on with talk to me about that thought process. What's going on with that?
Well, I'm thinking that if I stay away from school for so long, that or hard to find a school, guys like, hey, you can always join the military and whatnot, and you can go to school for free through that, as well as bring others to me like your dad has done, and all sorts of things like that.
Okay, so your thought process is, so you're thinking that, well, you know, if I'm not going to college, if I can't go to college, or you can't, what?
Can't really get it. It's just tough because of my GPA of which colleges I can go to. I can't really go to a university because of my GPA. So.
Okay, your GPA from high school?
Right.
Okay. So you have to take some other courses or something like that, or okay. And then you say you join the military, you go to college for free.
Mm-hmm.
Is paying for college, is that an issue right now, going to college for free?
Nah, I don't think it really would be because I'm starting to work and I'm trying to save up for it, which isn't going all as I planned. But I know you don't really have to be rich, or you don't really have to have money to go to college, because you can always take out loans, and then as you get your degree and you get higher job as you graduate college, you can get a better job and start working your way to pay for college that way.
Okay, so let's stay focused on the military for a second, because I'm pretty intrigued about this. So tell me some things about why you want to join the military. Like you talked about, you joined the military because you couldn't feel like you couldn't get into a school you've been, or you said you stay away from school too long and you go to school for free. What are some other reasons why you would want to join the military?
There's no other reasons why I would want to.
So you just said the only way you join the military is because you've been away from school for so long, and you go to school for free. Then the only reason why you want to join the military.
Basically, but also that's also where like I've heard God. I can't really say, but I've heard God saying, "Hey, you could join the military too, and that way you're serving your country." And so.
Okay. So if you join the military, would be anything that you'd be interested in doing in the military?
If anything, I'd say probably band. Join the band there.
Okay.
Join the military band.
Okay. So if I hear you correctly, and you can totally correct me if I'm wrong, is like the military is like ultimately the last resort. Like you really. So why wouldn't you want to join the military?
I just couldn't do it. Fact of, I don't really want to. The fact of going into basically putting your life on the line and shooting people and all that, I don't really think I could do it.
Okay. All right. But just to recap, though, in talking, it seems like everything is relating back to music, from what I'm hearing. All right. You talked about when you said being in the military. You know, you really didn't say that you wouldn't be a pilot in the military. You said that you want to be in a band, which is reserving back to music.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about, you know, if you went to college, you want to major in music. You know, and also too, being a pilot. I mean, what would stop you from majoring in music and taking pilots? Being a pilot, you know, there are a lot of people who, you know, who have one job and they also can be, you know, taking flight lessons. You know,
that's what I was gonna look at too. Was gonna be like be a worship pastor and then like along the way work on my pilot's license. Like just become a recreational flyer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, so what would have you applied to any of these schools yet?
I have.
Okay, what schools have you? You applied to both Grand Canyon and Tacoma.
Yeah.
Okay, have you heard anything back from them yet or no?
The Grand Canyon wants me to write an essay for him why I should be accepted, and then I haven't heard anything from Tacoma yet.
Okay. Alright. Awesome. Alright, so they want you to write an essay. Has anybody helped you with this essay or looked at the essay? They have? You have people helping you with it.
Yes,
so
sir.
you're just waiting to hear back
Right.
from them. And then once you hear back from them, that's when you'll make your final decision about what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's say Grand Canyon comes back and says yes. Is that where you're gonna end up going to school?
Yes, sir.
So your mind's pretty much
Yeah.
it's pretty much made up then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd like to schedule another session with you so we can sit down. Maybe we can talk about, you know, some other options. You know, with you going to college and pilot and the military, we can continue to weigh the pros and cons. And I totally appreciate you coming. Just see my secretary out there, and she'll schedule another appointment if you want to see me. And I want to give you some homework. I want you to contact Grand Canyon and Toccoa Falls, you know, and ask them about maybe, you know, you go to school there because it seemed like your GPA was too low. Maybe look into taking an ACT again, or seeing if they have like any type of tutoring skills and stuff like that to help you out with. Okay? Is there anything else?
No, sir.
You'll just see my secretary, Miss Vanessa, out in the hallway, and she'll get you all set up. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Green. You have an awesome day.
Thank you.